Hello summoners, welcome back to the channel and another damage comparison video. I'm focusing more on this series because there's not much going on in the game at the moment, but we will do some other stuff as well. This is definitely not the only thing you should expect, especially with some news that I got today. There's a lot coming to the channel in the near future. And coming to this comparison, the only similar thing between these two characters is that when you're comparing the damage, when you want to finish the fight in the quickest time possible, and both of them start pretty similarly by taking a bunch of hits. Now if you're looking for similarities, there are a couple more. So both these characters can go unblockable thing after his SP3, and Nick Fury can just permanently go unblockable if you keep his tactical charges between 50 to 20. And that is the reason we are using some SP1s in the start, but now we are fully unblockable with Nick Fury and will stay that way till the fight ends. You can, like, if you take a combo, then that could mess you up, but otherwise, as long as you don't hit SP1 again, you should be good. And with Thing, we will mostly stick to using SP2s. If you run him with Suicide Mastery, then SP3 is alright, a decent way to go. But otherwise, the SP2 I think is a better way for damage. And the other similarity is from both of their special 2, they have a chance to stun, which is not a great thing in Labyrinth because of the limbo. It reduces the parry, and parries are important for getting openings. Although with Nick Fury, first he's unblockable, second I'm also using the White Magneto synergy, and that gives you passive parries, so like passive stun on parries, so that's great. You can't do the same with Thing because he's already using a 4 champion synergy team. Maybe if you bring in Mr. Fantastic, but if you don't know what synergy I'm talking about, I recently did a video on it. But to keep it short, it is Thing, Champion, Angela, Hela, and Heimdall. Both these characters can do incredible amount of damage, and Thing here does more physical damage, while Nick Fury does bleed damage. And another thing I should mention is that a lot of Thing's special 2, the final hit, is hitting the damage cap, which is 50,000 for Labyrinth, and otherwise it would do even more damage. I think 70,000-80,000 maybe, I'm not sure. Here we do have 6 Furies. You can have more, it depends on how many times you get hit, while you are indestructible from the champion synergy. And Nick Fury doesn't need any synergies, which is definitely a point in his favor. If you have to choose between these two, I would say Nick Fury is definitely the better attacker. Damage wise, they are comparable. I have compared the damage outputs before against Realm of Legend Winter Soldier. Their Thing did have class disadvantage, so it wasn't technically fair, but again, because he needs synergies, and like if you're talking about for Act 6, you can't take like you may not have all these characters as 5-star or 6-star, and if you're talking about Alliance, for Alliance Quest, then like you can't take a 5-character team there because you're limited by 3 champions. So overall, again, if you're choosing between the two, I would say Nick Fury, generally speaking, is a better character, although Thing is really versatile because he's great on offense with synergies. Even without synergies, he does have uses with his unique immunities to nullify, shock, and of course bleed, and he is still capable of doing some really good damage. And he is definitely one of the best defenders in the game at the moment. Nick Fury is also a really annoying defender, especially if you place him on path 5 section 1, the second node, with ebb and flow knockdown and heavy hitter, I think. So yeah, and as you can see, like, these characters, they're pretty close, like as of this moment. Let me see, so they're both actually at 38%, and we are what, 4 minutes 45 seconds in. Now that's a con of this Labyrinth testing, that a lot of these results may not be 100% accurate because there is a factor of AI. In Realm of Legends, the fights are much shorter. Here, like, if AI is being a little bit passive, not throwing special attacks for a while, it can definitely change the outcome. But damn, these two characters, they are definitely pretty close till now. Like they usually like expected people to know at least by midway that who is going to win, because these are again really long fights. But here they are really close so far. And do let me know what kind of videos you want to see in Labyrinth. Of course, not every character can do Labyrinth fights, and for comparison purposes, like we can't go deep in Labyrinth, so we're mostly going to deal with Red Hulk, which has a lot of physical resistance, so really annoying. And the other easy to reach Labyrinth fight is of course this Star-Lord, and he just has a lot of health, so it takes a while to record these videos, and I'm not sure how many of Labyrinth comparisons I'm going to do in the future. I'm not sure if I have that many characters who can solo Labyrinth, Star-Lord. Anyways, like I haven't soloed this guy much, haven't done Labyrinth exploration yet, but this is going really close even till the end, and that means it's going to be a good comparison. So yeah, I'm glad that both these characters are doing this much damage. And I made a mistake with Thing, pretty big mistake actually, and survived because of the Heimdall synergy, which is great. It means that you will get indestructible twice, you can even tank SP3, and because my rank my Thing is a 6-star, he will also heal back all the damage from the adrenaline, and that's just a great mechanic. And at the end he did end up winning, but it could have gone either ways. It is like too close to say for sure. And Thing also, like his damage is not always the same in every fight, because it depends on the AI how many times the opponent will hit you in the champion phase, because each of those furies is plus 100% attack, so it makes like 5 furies or 7 furies would make a huge difference on this comparison. But that's gonna do it for this one. Thing did end up taking the win here. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, subscribe to the channel for more content, and stay safe. Bye bye.